You are listening to the 10 Questions ESL podcast. This is the podcast for people around the world who want to improve their listening comprehension. I'm Nancy Buswell, and I've been helping students improve their English for over 16 years. I'm so glad that you are listening. And now, let's start the interview. Hi, this is Nancy in Nanning, China, and you are listening to the 10 Questions ESL podcast. We are here today with Zhao. Zhao was my student 2 years ago. She's 21 years old and is from China. Welcome to the podcast. So first of all, tell us about your name.
Okay, and as your introduction, my Chinese name is Zhao, and my English name is Tammy. It's quite simple because I find this name from the dictionary in primary school, and maybe this is one of the names I can pronounce, so I choose Tammy. It's simple.
And in this interview, I'll be calling you Tammy because that's the name I used when you were my student. So are you a student or are you working? Dumb question, but tell us.
Okay. I am a student, second year in university.
And what are you studying?
Broadcasting. It's a media...
Broadcasting,
right? Okay. It's a media college. And 2 years ago, I was a student for you, so I study in a kind of English college.
Right. You had 2 years of, I call it intensive English, emphasis. I don't know what I call it. Anyhow, yeah, you had 2 years of my college, and now you're at Guangxi University studying broadcasting. Tell us about where you come from.
From China and Guangxi province. Guilin is my city.
Okay, and Guangxi province is where we are right now. Nanning is where I am right now, and that's in the southern part of China, not far from the border with Vietnam. Is there anything special about your hometown?
It's a really hot tourist resort, so that means a lot of people from China and also from the world will visit my city. So when I was young, I can see a lot of foreigners passed by me. And also it's a city, maybe it's quite small for a lot of people, but I think people live there will feel comfortable, and it's also with beautiful scenery.
Yeah, that's Guilin, a nice place to visit in China. So Tammy, how many people are in your family?
Just 3, my father, my mother, and me.
Okay. Your grandparents don't live with you?
Yeah.
Okay. What are your favorite foods?
Food, I think maybe noodles, all kinds of noodles. Yeah.
I think Guangxi province has a famous kind of noodle.
Rice noodle, you mean?
Or maybe it's Nanning has a famous noodle.
It's also all around.
The whole place. Yeah. Old friend noodle, right?
Yeah.
How do you say that in Chinese?
老友粉.
Okay. Old friend noodle. Okay, what are your favorite forms of entertainment?
For now, I think maybe we don't have a lot of free time, so during the semester, maybe we just watch TV series or watching movies. It's kind of entertainment, and we're also talking about like the people, the character in the TV series, but in the holiday, maybe travel is kind of way for entertainment.
That's right. You've done some traveling, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you will be traveling.
Yes.
Okay. You don't want to give us any details?
It's in the last question.
Okay. We'll talk about that in a minute. Now, if I recall correctly, when you were my student, you and your roommates liked to watch horror movies in your dorm.
Vampire Diary.
Oh, the Vampire Diaries. Okay. That's too scary for me. Let's see. Do you have any favorite sports or hobbies?
I'm not a sports person because I'm quite poor in PE class. And for hobby, I think it's drawing pictures. Because I learned how to draw pictures in 3 years old. So even until now, I still can use some colorful pencil to draw some pictures in my free time.
Is this like the Chinese style of pictures with birds on tree branches?
No, not that high level. It's Western style drawing.
Okay. Like landscapes? Okay. I didn't know that. What is your favorite holiday?
Holiday, Spring Festival, maybe, because we can see a lot of relatives. Maybe you cannot see them in the whole year, but you can visit them just during the Spring Festival. And also we will get some red pocket. That means 红包 in China.
And what does 红包mean? What is in the red pockets?
Money.
Money.
Yeah. The elder generation will give some money to their young children, so we will have a lot of money during Spring Festival.
Now you are 21. Do you still get 红包?
Maybe in the past, people at 21 may not get 红包, but in my family, because we don't have more children, so the elder generation will still give me.
They still give you money for the Spring Festival. Okay, lucky girl. Let's see. Tell us about an interesting place you have been to or an interesting thing you have seen.
That's a lot.
Okay, we have time.
One. Let me choose. Maybe in Thailand. In Thailand, you know, this is a country maybe people call a smile country because they are quite friendly to all the tourists. So in Thailand, I tried my first time to diving under the sea.
Scuba diving, right?
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Is it snorkeling or scuba diving?
It's just 10 meters under the sea.
Okay. Yeah. Snorkeling means you can still breathe, and scuba diving means you take your air with you under.
Yeah.
You have the oxygen on your back.
Actually, I tried both of them.
Okay.
So I cannot swim, but
what?
Yeah, I cannot swim.
You can't swim, but you went snorkeling and scuba diving?
Yeah.
Are those people crazy to let you do that?
It's
so
okay
dangerous.
Because we have a diving guest, so they will just.
If you start dying. If you start drowning, they'll rescue you. You are crazy.
So that's a challenge, but the challenge is worth it because when you go down the sea, you can see another world. That means a lot of fish and other words I cannot say in English. Yeah, just a lot of fantastic things under the sea. And also you can see the sunshine. They are just like what? like wet when you're under the sea because they are orange, so you can still see them under the water. So
you can see what? Sunshine?
Yeah.
Under the water. Okay. I'm not sure what that means. But I'm sure it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell us?
Yeah. Just yesterday evening, when I have a conversation with my friends, 11. Maybe you will listen to her later.
11, yes.
Yeah, 11. Yeah, we are talking about our summer holiday plan. So we have a lot of idea about Chinese visa. When we get a Chinese, how to say that? Chinese, passport. Yeah. When we get a Chinese passport, which country we can just go there without their visa?
Without a visa.
Yeah. So we found Bali. How do you pronounce?
Bali in Indonesia?
Yeah.
Oh.
And also Malaysia, some city of them can accept Chinese tourists without visa. So this is one thing make us very excited because we find, Chinese passport can do a lot of things now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know your two of your old roommates wanted to go to Canada this summer, and Canada turned them down for their visas. That's too bad. Those are really good girls. They weren't going to do any crimes or stay there. But anyhow, I'm sure it's complicated. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, so you like to travel. You like to dream about traveling, I suspect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else?
Maybe not.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Tammy. Thanks for being on the 10 Questions ESL podcast. Thanks for listening to the 10 Questions ESL podcast. To get a transcript of the interview, cultural notes, vocabulary, and discussion questions, please go to my website at missbuswell.com. That's MISSBUSWELL.com. Join my email list, and I'll send you an ebook or PDF to help you learn even more from this podcast. You can work alone, with your classmates or friends, or tell your English teacher about it and he or she can use it in class. This is Nancy Buswell. I'll be back soon with a new podcast. Until then, keep asking questions.